she is not texting back. You know why. You are too available. You respond too fast. You care too much, and she can feel it. Women do not respect what they can access without effort. They respect what they have to earn. Right now, you are giving her everything she needs without making her work for any of it. This is why she is losing interest. You have been taught that showing interest creates attraction, that being responsive shows you care, that consistency builds connection. These are lies. Interest without scarcity creates boredom. Responsiveness without boundaries creates contempt. Consistency without unpredictability creates predictability, and predictability kills attraction. Women are not attracted to men who are always there. They are attracted to men who might not be. They do not want the man who drops everything for them. They want the man who has something more important than them. They do not chase the man who chases them. They chase the man who makes them uncertain. This is not cruelty. This is function. Attraction is not a choice. It is a response to specific behaviors. When you behave like you need her, she responds with distance. When you behave like you do not, she responds with pursuit. The man who cares less controls the dynamic. The man who needs validation loses power. This video will teach you Machiavelli's laws for controlling relationship dynamics. These are not tricks. These are psychological principles that govern human behavior. You will learn why your current approach fails, what behaviors destroy attraction, and how to flip the power dynamic by becoming less available, less predictable, and less invested than she is. Law 1. Scarcity creates value. You are too available. You respond immediately. You clear your schedule when she asks. You prioritize her over everything else. This destroys your value. Availability signals low demand. When you are always free, she assumes no one else wants you. When no one else wants you, she does not want you either. Women measure your value by how other people treat you. If you drop everything for her, she knows you drop everything for her because you have nothing else. This makes you common, and common things are not valued. They are taken for granted. You must become scarce, not by playing games, by actually having a life that matters more than her attention. When she texts you, do not respond immediately. Not because you are trying to manipulate her, because you are genuinely busy with things that advance your purpose. When she asks to see you, do not always be available. Have plans, have priorities, have a life she has to fit into instead of a life that revolves around her. Scarcity triggers pursuit. When she cannot access you easily, she starts thinking about you more. When she has to compete with your time, she values it more. When she has to earn your attention, she works harder to keep it. This is not manipulation. This is human psychology. Most men fail here because they think showing interest creates interest. It does not. Showing too much interest creates comfort, and comfort is the enemy of attraction. She does not want to feel comfortable with you. She wants to feel uncertain. She wants to wonder if you are as interested in her as she is in you. The moment she knows for certain, the chase ends. Make her uncertain, not by lying, by having genuine options and priorities that compete with her for your time. When you have other things that matter, she has to earn her place in your life. When she has to earn it, she values it. When she values it, she pursues it. Law 2. Emotional unpredictability maintains tension. You are too consistent. She knows exactly how you will respond. She knows you will always be warm, always be available, always be understanding. This makes you boring. Predictability kills attraction. Women do not stay interested in men they can predict. Attraction requires tension. Tension requires uncertainty. Uncertainty requires unpredictability. When she knows exactly how you will behave in every situation, there is no tension. When there is no tension, there is no attraction. She stops chasing because she already caught you. You must become unpredictable, not erratic, not unstable, strategically variable. Sometimes you are warm, sometimes you are distant, sometimes you initiate, sometimes you withdraw. She never knows which version of you she will get. This keeps her engaged because she has to keep adapting to you. This is intermittent reinforcement. It is the most powerful behavioral conditioning pattern in psychology. Casinos use it. Social media uses it. It creates addiction. When rewards are unpredictable, people pursue them obsessively. When your attention is unpredictable, she pursues it obsessively. Most men give consistent positive attention. They are always nice, always supportive, always there. This trains women to take them for granted. The attention becomes expected. Expected things lose value. You must make your attention variable. Sometimes she gets it easily. Sometimes she has to work for it. Sometimes she gets none at all. This does not mean being cruel. It means being real. Real men have moods. Real men have boundaries. Real men are not always warm just because she wants warmth. When you are predictably nice, you are not being nice. You are being afraid. Afraid she will leave if you are not perfect. This fear makes you controllable. Be variable. Be real. Be human. She will respect you more when you are occasionally cold than when you are constantly warm. Constant warmth is not strength. It is weakness disguised as kindness. Law 3. Never pedestalize. You treat her like she is special. You compliment her constantly. You tell her she is different from other women. You act like access to her is a privilege. This destroys attraction. Pedestalizing women makes you inferior to them, and women are not attracted to inferior men. When you act like she is the prize, you become the contestant. Contestants compete. Prizes get chosen. You do not want to compete for her. You want her to compete for you. This requires a frame shift. She is not the prize, you are. Most men pedestalize women because they've been taught that women are rare, that good women are hard to find, that if you find one, you should hold on to her. This is scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset comes from lack of options. Men with options do not pedestalize, they evaluate. You must evaluate her the same way she evaluates you. She is not special until she proves she is special. She is not different until her behavior shows she is different. She does not get commitment just because she is attractive. Attractive women are common. Women with character are rare. Make her prove her character before you invest. This does not mean being disrespectful. It means being selective. Selective men are attractive. Desperate men are not. When you treat her like she is lucky to have your attention, she believes it. When you treat yourself like you are lucky to have hers, she believes that too. Stop complimenting her appearance. She gets those compliments from everyone. Compliment her actions when they deserve it. Ignore her when they do not. Do not act impressed by her. Act like you have seen better. Act like she has to prove she belongs in your life. She will either step up or step out. If she steps up, you get a better woman. If she steps out, you lose someone who is not willing to earn you. Either way, you win. Law 4. Control the frame. She is testing you. Every woman tests every man. She says something disrespectful to see how you respond. She cancels plans to see if you get emotional. She mentions other men to see if you get jealous. These are not accidents. These are tests, and most men fail them. When she disrespects you and you accept it, you fail. When she cancels and you act hurt, you fail. When she mentions other men and you react with jealousy, you fail. Every failure lowers your value. Every time you break frame, she loses respect. Frame is your reality. Frame control is making your reality dominant. When she tests you, she is trying to break your frame and impose hers. If you react emotionally, her frame wins. If you remain calm and unfazed, your frame wins. The person with the strongest frame controls the interaction. You must hold frame at all times. When she disrespects you, do not argue, withdraw. When she cancels, do not show disappointment, make other plans. When she mentions other men, do not react. Assume you are the best option and act accordingly. Frame is communicated through your emotional state, not your words. If you say you do not care but your tone says you do, she reads the tone. If you act unbothered but your behavior shows you are bothered, she reads the behavior. You must actually be unbothered. This requires genuine abundance. Abundance is not having multiple women. Abundance is having a life you value more than her validation. When you have this, tests do not bother you. Her disrespect does not hurt you. Her games do not affect you. You simply remove your attention and let her experience the consequence. Most men lose frame because they need the relationship more than she does. This need makes them reactive. Reactive men are controllable. Unreactive men are respected. Be unreactive. Hold your frame. Make her adapt to your reality instead of adapting to hers. Law 5. Strategic silence is power. You talk too much. You explain yourself. You defend your decisions. You fill every silence with words. This makes you weak. Words without action are noise. The more you explain, the less power you have. Silence is dominance. When you refuse to explain yourself, you force people to accept your decisions without understanding them. This creates authority. People respect what they cannot negotiate with. Every time you explain, you open a negotiation. When she asks why you are being distant, say nothing. When she demands to know where you were, give no details. When she questions your decision, restate it without justification. Your decisions are not up for debate. Your boundaries are not requests. They exist because you set them. Most men explain because they fear being misunderstood. They think if she just understood their reasoning, they would respect them. This is false. Women do not respect men more because they understand them better. They respect men who do not need their understanding. Silence also protects you from manipulation. Every word you give her is information she can use against you. Every explanation reveals your reasoning. When she knows your reasoning, she can argue against it. When she can argue against it, she can change your mind. When she can change your mind, she controls you. Say less, decide more. Let your actions communicate for you. When she sees that your words match your behavior consistently, she will stop testing. Not because she agrees with you, because she sees that disagreeing costs her access to you. Silence after disrespect is the most powerful response. It tells her that her behavior has consequences without giving her anything to argue with. She cannot debate your silence. She can only experience it. And experiencing loss teaches faster than hearing words. Law 6. Create competition anxiety. She needs to feel like she could lose you. Right now, she does not. You have made yourself too secure, too committed, too locked in. This makes her complacent. Complacent women do not invest, they coast. You must create competition anxiety, not by threatening her, by being genuinely high value. Have female friends. Post photos with other women. Be seen in social situations where women are present. Do not hide that other women exist in your world. This is not about making her jealous. This is about showing her reality. The reality that you are a man with options. Men with options do not tolerate disrespect. Men with options do not chase. Men with options do not wait around for women who do not invest. Most men remove all other women from their life the moment they get into a relationship. They think this shows loyalty. It shows dependence. It tells her she is your only option. When you are her only option, she controls the dynamic. When she has competition, you do. You do not need to flirt with other women. You just need to not actively hide that they exist. When she sees you getting attention from other women, she remembers why she was attracted to you. She remembers she has to keep earning you. She remembers you could leave. This keeps her invested. Women invest in men they fear losing. They coast with men they know will stay. If you have made it clear you will never leave no matter how she treats you, she has no reason to try. Remove that security. Make her earn her place every day. Law 7. The ultimate shift from needed to needy. The fundamental error you are making is this. You are positioning yourself as the one who needs her. You need her attention. You need her validation. You need her response. This makes you needy, and needy men are repulsive. You must flip this. Make her need you. Not by withdrawing love, by being genuinely valuable, by having a life she wants access to, by being the man other people respect, by building something that matters more than her. When your life is valuable, access to it becomes valuable. When your time is limited, she has to compete for it. When your attention is scarce, she has to earn it. This is the shift from needy to needed. Most men build their life around the woman. They make her the center. They sacrifice their purpose for her comfort. This is the mistake. Your purpose must always be primary. She must fit into your life, not become it. When she sees you prioritizing your mission over her moods, she respects you. When she sees you willing to walk away from her to protect your boundaries, she values you. When she sees other people seeking your time and attention, she pursues you. This is not cruelty. This is attraction. Women are not attracted to men who need them. They are attracted to men who choose them, but do not need them. There is a difference. Need is desperation. Choice is power. Build a life so valuable that access to it is a privilege. Then give her access conditionally. When she respects you, she keeps access. When she disrespects you, she loses it. This is how you flip the dynamic from pursuer to pursued. You now have the laws. You understand the psychology. The question is whether you will apply them. Most men will watch this video and do nothing. They will go back to being too available, too predictable, too desperate. They will keep losing women because they refuse to change their behavior. If you want different results, you need different actions. Stop responding immediately. Stop being always available. Stop pedestalizing her. Stop explaining yourself. Start holding frame. Start creating scarcity. Start being the man she has to earn instead of the man grateful for her attention. This is not about controlling women. This is about controlling yourself. Women respond to your frame. If your frame is weak, desperate, and needy, they respond with distance. If your frame is strong, abundant, and selective, they respond with pursuit. The power is in your behavior. Change your behavior, and you change her response. Or keep doing what you are doing and keep getting what you are getting. The choice is yours. But understand this, She is not coming back because you explained yourself better. She is not respecting you more because you were more available. She is not investing more because you chased harder. She responds to strength. Become strong. She responds to scarcity. Become scarce. She responds to frame. Hold yours. Everything else is noise. If this shifted your perspective on attraction and power dynamics, subscribe to this channel. More Machiavellian psychology is coming. Comment below which law hit hardest, and if you applied any of these principles and saw results, share your experience. Other men need to see that this works.